My fiancé leaned in and whispered, "Stop telling people we're getting married." I froze. 3 days later, he stood on stage at his massive product launch and absolutely panicked at what appeared on the main projector screen. "Stop introducing me as your fiancé." Liam's voice was incredibly sharp, smelling strongly of peppermint and desperate ambition. We were at the Apex Innovators Mixer in downtown Seattle, surrounded by cutthroat venture capitalists and angel investors. "It makes me look incredibly weak," he muttered, angrily adjusting the lapels of the custom Tom Ford suit I had bought him for his birthday. Like I needed my girlfriend to hold my hand and build my company. "Just stand by the bar and smile." He pointed toward the dark corner, like I was a lost intern. I didn't argue. I didn't cause a scene. I just nodded. "Loud and clear," I said softly. He immediately pivoted, putting on his charismatic founder smile as he walked aggressively toward Richard Sterling, the legendary lead investor from a $500 million tech fund. I left the mixer at 8:45 p.m. I ordered an Uber Black and left Liam to secure his own ride back to our shared loft. In the back seat, I sent one heavily encrypted message to my lead developer, Marcus. "Execute the Genesis rollback on Liam's startup right now." Marcus didn't ask questions. The enterprise cloud account suspended permanently by 9 p.m. The corporate credit cards linked to my personal guarantor account frozen. The crucial strategy meeting with the Tokyo expansion team canceled due to fraudulent infrastructural claims. I locked my phone. Liam treated me like a glorified secretary. He conveniently forgot that I was the phantom architect who actually coded the entire neural network his company was built on. For 2 long years, I let him be the face of the brand because he desperately craved the spotlight. Tonight, the spotlight would burn him alive. 3 days later, Liam was hosting the official beta launch of his AI platform at the Moscone Center. The venue was decorated with lavish ice sculptures and open bars he couldn't actually afford. He had invited tech journalists, Silicon Valley elite, and his incredibly snobby family. This was supposed to be his grand coronation as the next big tech billionaire. My VIP pass arrived via email. Richard Sterling's assistant had ensured I was seated in the front row. Sterling knew exactly who actually owned the underlying patent. Liam didn't know that. I called my IP lawyer at 7 a.m. "Is the cease and desist finalized?" "Signed and digitally watermarked," she replied smoothly. "Perfect. Put it on a red flash drive." I wore a striking crimson dress that morning. Red isn't just the color of passion. It's the universal hex code for a fatal system error. I walked into the auditorium 10 minutes late. Liam was already pacing the stage, gripping a microphone, sweating profusely under the heavy production lights. The massive audience of 500 people was dead silent. When the heavy oak doors clicked shut behind me, Richard Sterling stood up from his front row seat. 2 other major board members immediately followed suit. They weren't standing to applaud Liam. They were greeting me. Liam squinted past the blinding spotlights. He honestly thought I was there to save the day, to manually patch the servers that had mysteriously gone offline all weekend. He actually let out a relieved laugh. "Everyone," Liam announced confidently, gesturing broadly toward me. "My lovely partner Elena, she always knows how to make a dramatic entrance, especially when we have technical difficulties." I didn't take my seat. I walked straight up the side stairs and onto the stage. Liam tried to lean in for an affectionate hug, but I sidestepped him completely. I walked directly to the main presentation console. Sitting perfectly in the center of his keyboard was the bright red flash drive. He stared at it, his charismatic smile faltering instantly. "What is this? The backup patch?" he asked into his hot mic. "Open it," I said calmly. He plugged it in. The 70-foot LED screen behind us flashed brightly. It wasn't his sleek company logo. It was a massive legal PDF document blown up for 500 people to read. "Cease and desist," Liam read aloud, his voice trembling violently. "Notice of intellectual property theft." The crowd erupted into furious whispers. Camera shutters clicked rapidly. The document listed every single line of code he had fraudulently claimed as his own, alongside the true copyright registration under my name. It also included a detailed financial audit of the $250,000 in personal funds he had secretly siphoned from my accounts to pay for his luxury car leases, weekend trips to Aspen with his personal trainer, and designer clothes. Full story on the channel, link below.